I love being on the show. I've been a guest a bunch of times. She and I seem to have a pretty good thing. And she asked me, what do you like doing? And I said, this is probably counterintuitive, but I love talking about relationships. And I find that I'm giving advice to a lot of Kristen's friends like that. There are several of her friends that come almost exclusively to me for advice, as hard as that is to believe. And so I said, I really like doing this. And she goes, we should have you on and you know, give advice to the audience. And then we did it once and it went really well. And as she said, you're weirdly good at this, which is, I think, a compliment. And then I came back and I did it again. And now it's like a reoccurring segment called Ask Dax. And they call me Dr. Dax, which is very flattering. Relationships really fascinate me because they're the most rewarding thing on planet Earth. Everyone says, you know, what differentiates us from other primates is cutlery or whatever thing they say. But really, a unique thing about us is that we spend a lot of our resources just to enjoy each other. And I think that's really cool and unique. But it also comes with a ton of sacrifice, a ton of compromise, a ton of communication. There's all these things that make those relationships work or not work. And I just find that fascinating.
We need Rob, Jason, and Kristen.
I think it's more rooted in the fact that I've been sober for 13 years and I've watched tens of thousands of guys over 10 years or 13 years try to get sober. And I've just listened to a million people work out a million problems, and I've been really interested in what works and doesn't work. And there's a certain approach to the getting sober, at least the version I use, which requires pretty rigorous honesty and more self-examination than you're the problem, you know? Because ultimately, when you have friction with your partner, with your friends, whatever, you suffer. They don't suffer. You think, my wife, she leaves the cabinets open. She refuses to shut them. She's fine with that. She's not walking around with elevated cortisol levels. I am. So who loses? I'm losing. And she's never going to shut the cabinets. That's that. That's a wrap on that. So really, Dax has to get okay with that in some way, or I will suffer. Traffic in LA, it blows. I've lived there for 22 years. For 18 of those years, I acted shocked each time someone cut me off. Like, oh my God, it happened again. And then I get irate. And then I finally said, who's going to change, LA traffic or Dax? It's likely going to stay the same as long as I live there.